Welcome to another episode of Zoom, the show where we explore everything that flies, drives and floats and invite you along for the experience. Are you looking for a new pre-owned car? Well, I bet you're thinking you're going to go straight and deal with the private person to get yourself the best deal. Well, on today's program, thanks to John Hughes, we're going to find out why that is not always a good idea. Plus, we've got some pretty cool stuff coming up, like this. Allan Simons jumps in a 7-seat, versatile family SUV, the all-new Kluger from Toyota. And for all you tradies, we check out a car that you have to consider if you're looking for a brand new workhorse, the Mazda BT-50. And our Zoomaholic this week is the biggest we've ever had on the show. You're going to love this super rig. And of course, we'll update you with our 3 favourite live events happening around the country. Plus, we've got some pretty cool news for Zoomaholics. Now get ready. Welcome to Zoom.
Our choice of motor cars has become a lot more educated these days. We weigh up what the car can deliver with what we need from it. It's about versatility, being able to accommodate a lot of people and a lot of gear. It's about safety, style and comfort. And that's why we went straight to City Toyota to have a look at this. It's the all-new 2016 Toyota Kluger Grande. Big 7-seat SUVs are the family must-have of our generation. They give us more space and applications than, say, a station wagon, and a lot more appeal than a run-of-the-mill people mover. The Toyota Kluger is currently the most popular and far more user and road-friendly 7-seater on the market, and it's achieved that for very good reasons. This is the fully spec'd Kluger Grande all-wheel drive. It's easy to maneuver, easy to load and unload, both with people and all the things you want to transport. It's easy to look at and easy on the pocket. It's also very easy to want to own one of these. And I've got to say, for an SUV, for a vehicle like this, it's so quiet on the road. It's really nice. The 3.5-litre V6 power plant gives us effortless and relaxed driving around town and on the highway, achieving fuel consumption figures of a rather nice 10.6 litres per 100 kilometres combined use. Exceptional for a big car. And we have a 2-ton towing capacity here. This model's all-wheel drive capability makes life a lot more predictable on wet, uneven or off-road surfaces. Built-in safety continues through the suite of Toyota technology that's been neatly packed in. Cruise control, reverse parking sensors and camera, daytime running lights near the headlamps, which makes Kluger more visible, 7 airbags and electronic stability control. We're in 2016 and Kluger just keeps getting better and better, doesn't it?
That's right, Alan, and under the 5-star safety rating, they've actually introduced 3 great new features. So we've got a lane departure warning, a blind spot monitor, and an all-new high-speed automatic emergency braking system.
How does that work?
As the car approaches you quickly from the front, it sends off warning bells and really wants you to put that brake on quickly.
And tell me about the comfort in Kluger.
Oh, they're great. They're great big leather seats, they're heated and ventilated, and there's lots and lots of space and storage.
Okay, the Fast 3, are you ready? Tell us about your favourite feature.
I love the rear tailgate, so it's an easy button to press. Great in tight garages where you haven't got a lot of room to lift that tailgate. You can just press the button and still access the rear.
Okay, tell me about warranty.
The warranty is covered by a 3 years and 100,000 kilometre warranty, all backed by Toyota.
Of course, and servicing.
And servicing's covered by the Toyota Service Advantage. So you've got 3 years of fixed price servicing, which gives you peace of mind.
Absolutely, so you know exactly what you've got to spend when you buy the car.
No surprises.
Whichever Kluger ends up in your garage, it really is a great family SUV, perfect for on or off-road adventures. Test drive 2016 Kluger at citytoyota.net.au.
Now, I've just been checking out the all-new Kluger, and I tell you, I like the shape, I like the style, I like the new look. I also love the fact that you can fit in 7 people. Not many cars these days can do that with the same amount of room. Now, if you're after a great deal, drop in and see our mates at City Toyota. Go to citytoyota.net.au. If you're after a great trade vehicle, I have one I reckon you might want to consider, but I'll show you after the break, next up on Zoom. Now, Dion, I've got to say this is my first look at the new shape of the BT50. Big difference, little changes, but big difference.
Yeah, absolutely. And they haven't made a huge amount of changes, but the changes they have made has led to a real great looking vehicle, really tough looking, which is what people are looking for. I think it's going to go super well for us.
I think making the creases less obvious and just kind of trying to blend them gives it that real firm, kind of masculine look.
Yeah, the stance of the BT on the road at the moment looks absolutely fantastic. So they've smoothed everything out a bit, makes it a much tougher looking vehicle. And of course, you put some accessories on it, it just looks absolutely fantastic.
This is a serious contender against what people are normally buying out there as the workhorse kind of recreational vehicle. What kind of towing capacity does it have now?
Yeah, 3.5 tonne towing capacity. So a lot of people that buy this sort of vehicle have big boats or horse floats or large caravans to go around Australia in. So the BT can handle all that, no problem at all.
And the great thing is with the BT50, it's been around long enough now that you can get some good accessories to just, well, beef it up the way you want.
Absolutely. People love adding stuff to these type of vehicle, and most of our customers do. So you can choose from a whole array of bull bars and the like, side steps, all sorts of stuff, and people love blinging these things up to give them their own personal, unique look.
Now, are you ready for the Fast 3?
Absolutely.
Okay, what is the warranty on the Beast?
So the warranty on the BT is 2 years, unlimited kilometres, or if you're not doing so many Ks, it'll stretch out to 3 years, 100,000.
So it's kind of flexible. If you bought it as a tradie, it makes sense. You'd do the 102 years. Bought it as a private person, where you're going to get a little bit more time out of it.
You'll get a bit more time out of it.
And fuel consumption?
So the economy, and bearing in mind this thing weighs just over 2 tonne. So fuel consumption on this in an automatic, this particular model is 9.2 litres per 100, and it's a little bit less for the manual.
If you're going to be towing 3.5 tonne, you want to have at least 2 tonne to kind of counteract the balance.
Absolutely, yeah, you need a heavy vehicle to tow heavy loads.
Final question is favourite feature?
Look, my favourite feature, apart from the brand new look, and it looks fantastic, would have to be the reverse camera. People these days, they expect to have a reversing camera, you know, in their passenger cars, etc., but not so much in this sort of vehicle. So it's a little bit unique, and it's just a great safety feature. You don't want to be backing out of a driveway and hitting something you shouldn't, or God forbid, a person. Which
is great because it allows it just to get that little bit higher, a little bit beefier, and you feel a lot safer.
Much safer.
Mate, thanks for your time. You're going to really like it.
Cheers.
To get yourself into the all-new Mazda BT50, visit our friends at Bayswater Mazda on Guildford Road or head to bayswatermazda.com.au. Remember, driving is better with Bayswater Mazda. Now, if you're a tradie, the BT50 is a car you really should consider. And if you're a person that loves things that fly, drive or float, what you should be considering is attending a live event. If you don't understand what I'm saying, attend one and it will make sense. Here are our 3 favourite live events happening around the country thanks to United Fuel Injection. If you're a fan of iconic German engineering, you can't go past the Volkswagen and Porsche Spectacular in Vella, New South Wales. See a great collection of Beetles, Combis, Targas, Turbos and everything and anything else Volkswagen and Porsche. Enter your car in for judging or just come down for a lazy day and enjoy the local markets and some entertainment. It's running for the whole week from the 24th of July through to the 1st of August. If hot rods and customs are more your thing, you want to get down to the Cyclone Show and Shine in Townsville. Open to all makes and models of street machines, classics, hot rods, customs, muscle cars, exotics, bikes and plenty more. If you've got a machine you want to enter, it'll cost you $20. But if you want to come down and enjoy the show, you can do that for free. So make sure you bring the whole family. Don't miss all the action on Sunday the 31st of July at Strand Park in Townsville. And Ford owners, listen up because this event's for you. It's the All Ford Family Day at Sydney Dragway and it's open to anything with a Ford badge, from buses to drag cars and anything in between. This event will celebrate one of the oldest and most loved vehicle brands of all time. It's just $20 to display your car, $5 to enter for the public, and if you've got kids under 12, they're free. Get down to Sydney Dragway, Eastern Creek on Sunday the 31st of July for all the action. So there you go, 3 great live events. Which one will you go to? If you do go to one, can you do me a favour? Can you tag us in? Can you? Thank you. And if you have a live event coming up, we would love to help you give it a plug. All you've got to do is go to our website, zoomtv.com.au, tell us about the event. If you have some pictures or videos, upload them, and we will do the rest. After the break, we're going to tell you why buying a car from a privatey isn't always a good idea, thanks to John Hughes. That's coming up next on Zoom. When you buy from a dealer, you get a few things like choice, convenience with multiple vehicles all at one location. You also get peace of mind with a warranty. You see, they have to tell you the truth and they have to honour what they say. It's the law. Here at the John Hughes Auto Warehouse, that's exactly what you're going to find. A huge range of hand-picked, pre-owned, mechanically inspected cars, all of which come with a 7-day money-back guarantee, and none of which come with a price tag more than $10,000. Sam, I've got a question for you. I've got up to $10,000 to spend on a car. Which cars here would you tell me to look at that I could afford?
The great thing about the John Hughes Auto Warehouse, Aaron, everything in the building is $10,000 and under.
Now, I've got to tell you, I know this for a fact. Between $5,000 and $10,000, they're hot cars. They're the cars that are hard to find. How do you have so many of them?
Well, the John Hughes Group sells well over 1,000 cars a month. So obviously we would trade an X amount of vehicles on them. Traditionally, John would wholesale those vehicles to other businesses and they would retail them. We've decided now, with small margins and still a very thorough reconditioning, we can retail the vehicles.
I think I've got you. So you sell so many cars, you'd obviously with those numbers, you'd have a couple of plums, which are good cars. You're keeping those cars now to, I suppose, broaden your reach when it comes to your customer.
Correct. As you know, there's a lot of vehicles out in the John Hughes Group and a category of 10 and under is very handy for people. They come here, it's fixed price, there's no hassle, they know exactly where they stand. If they are unhappy with the purchase in any way, they have a genuine 7-day money-back guarantee.
Well, tell me more about that. So you're saying if I buy a car like this Kia over here, I take it home,
doesn't fit in the garage.
Yeah, I don't like it, or the wife doesn't think the colour's what it was during the day.
That happens.
I want to bring it back. There has to be a catch.
There is not a catch at all.
You're going to give me my money back, no questions asked.
We'll try and find you the right car, Aaron. That's the goal. We want to get you in a car and you need a car. But if we can't find you exactly what you're looking for, we will give you money back. It's a 7-day money-back guarantee.
So there's no risk?
No risk.
Why would someone jump online or go from house to house and just put in all of that effort? Well, they can come here and, as I said, I can see over 100 cars to choose from.
There's a lot of risk buying privately, as you talked about. There's no obligation from a private seller to warrant any damage. They can sell you an accident damaged car, they can sell you a car that's got problems that dealers identified and didn't want to buy it for that very reason. Here, you know everything is sold with John Hughes backing, and again, that 7-day money-back genuine guarantee.
You're not just bound by the value system of the John Hughes Group, you're bound by certain laws, aren't you?
Correct. Any vehicle in Australia sold over $4,000 comes with a statutory warranty. If there's something crops up in the immediate purchase of the vehicle, we are bound to fix it.
Okay, now this is a warehouse. I'm thinking I'm not going to get the service that I'd expect from, say, one of the brand dealerships that you have out there. I'm going to come in, you're just going to leave me alone, I'm going to fight for the car I want. Is that the case?
Not the case at all. We are the John Hughes Group. We offer the best customer service. However, the hassle-free side of things allows you to wander around knowing exactly what you're going to pay for the car, you know, the age, the mileage, and all the information's there, with salesmen readily available to come and talk to you with.
This is a business, so you've got to make a profit. You provide a service, you get profit, so you can keep providing that service. You're selling that Kia over there for less than $8,000. Where's the profit in that?
Well, the secret in the John Hughes Group, Aaron, is the high turnover, low profit margins. We've still got to do the right thing. We still want to service them. We still want to prepare them right. We still want them to be very competitively priced. But with the high turnover, we can be the best. We can be the most competitive, and we can still make a profit.
So it's fair to say, if you want to buy a pre-owned car, you don't have to go without all of the expectations that you would have on a new car.
That's right. You can still expect a warranty, you can still expect a good, honest, reliable vehicle, which John Hughes stands behind.
Love your work, Sam. Thanks very much.
Good to meet you, Aaron.
So if you're looking for a car for under $10,000 with the peace of mind of a 7-day money-back guarantee, then get into John Hughes Auto Warehouse, just behind John Hughes Volkswagen in Victoria Park. Or jump onto johnhughes.com.au and discover why more people choose John Hughes. Now, just to be clear, I'm not saying you can't trust private sellers. What I am saying is you can trust a licensed dealer, especially one with the reputation of John Hughes. Now, after the break, I'm going to introduce you to, drum roll, the biggest Zoomaholic we've ever had on the show. As you can tell, I'm excited. That's up next on Zoom. Now, I've got to tell you, we've had some pretty passionate enthusiasts on the show with some pretty awesome machines, but today's enthusiast is actually, well, a company that loves people that loves awesome machines. It's the Shannons Insurance Super Rig. I've got to tell you, it's absolutely Graham, how are you?
Good, mate.
I've got to tell you, this is a beast.
Come on up and have a look.
Thank you for inviting me along. I'm going to kick it off with, you have a rig that, well, I'm very jealous of.
This Super Rig is our pride and joy. This is our way of giving back to the motoring enthusiasts, saying, hey, come along, have a look through, enjoy what we've got to share, and have a chat with us about your passion as well.
Let's talk about the company Shannons Insurance. Why do you want to be out there?
Because, Aaron, it's not just about insurance. It's about our love of vehicles along with everybody else. And we all love cars, bikes, tractors, anything with an engine. We've got the same passion as our clientele have at the same time.
Now I want to find out, tell me what this thing is packing.
This is packing a massive generator, so when we're out in the country sitting on an oval, we can still run our racing simulators here, our interactive TV screens. Mate, we can even run the coffee machine in the kitchen.
How did it all come about? Tell me about the actual truck itself. Walk me through it.
In 2007, it was a vision of higher management to say, let's do something. Let's have a big truck. So they had the trailer custom built for us, got the truck involved, and then 2008, let's put it on the road. Let's take it to anywhere in the country that we need to put it. And it has been to every state. It's been as far as Darwin, Perth, Tasmania, they're not scared to put the truck on a boat and send it to Tasmania for events either.
Okay, well, I never thought I'd say to a guy, you've got a great rig, but can I actually inspect your rig?
You're welcome to come through our
Take
rig.
me through it, I've got to tell you. Honey, I'm home. This is cool.
This is awesome. Come down and have a seat and we'll have a chat about what we've got here.
After you, sir. Oh, I love
There
the,
you
look, the
go.
petrol bowser, workbench. This is like what you'd expect to see in the back of someone's house.
That's exactly right, and we did design it around a 1950s, 1960s garage because it's what people can relate to.
So I'm guessing when you take this to an event, people can just come through, they can play with games. At the front, you've got some simulators out there.
Yeah, people can come through. We've got lots of mini movies on these screens. They're all touch screens, right down to our original Go-Go Mobile advert.
I saw the old Go-Go on the way in. That's a cool car. The one thing I like about Shannons is the fact that you don't just encourage the customer to interact with you. You encourage customers to interact with each other. So you're actually building, I suppose, a network that people can actually access. And when you're restoring a car or when you're looking for advice to get a car fixed or you're just looking for someone to give you a pointer, well, you're putting them in touch with each other.
Most definitely. And it got to the stage with that we introduced the Shannons Club to the internet. And it's like a Facebook for cars.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic because we're enabling people to contact each other and ask each other questions and just show off their pride and joy.
Tell you what, you're going to be my new buddy, well done, and you will have to accept me. I told you, the biggest Zoomaholic we've ever had on the show. Now, if you've got something cool that flies, drives or floats, big or little, we want to hear from you. Go to our website, zoomtv.com.au and become a Zoomaholic. You never know, you could be on the show. Now, one last tip before we go. If you are going to buy a vehicle off a private seller, make sure you get it mechanically inspected. That way you can find out if there's anything wrong with the car, reduce the selling price or even get the seller to fix it before you take ownership. And also make sure you do a revs check. That way you can find out if there's any finance owing on the car or if the car is maybe what they call a rebuild because it's been previously written off in an accident. Until next week, bye for now. Thanks for watching, and remember, whatever you do that zooms, make sure you do it safe. And stick around because there's something cool coming up on 7 Mate. And that's a wrap.